Hey, time for our Kidscaster this morning. Let's bring Link in. Link, come on in, my man. Put your hands together. Look how dapper he looks.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
You wore a tie, Matt.
You're outdoing me this morning. Craig gets a little jealous of me on Fridays because I do a casual Friday thing, so that's why he was mentioning the tie, because he gets a little upset about it. He may have asked if he could not wear a tie, but notice that he is still wearing a tie. So, Link, thanks for being here this morning. Tell us how old you are, what grade you're in, and where you go to school.
I'm 12, I'm in 6th grade, and I go to Woodland Park Middle School.
Woodland Park Middle School. Now, do you live in Woodland Park, or do you live somewhere else around there and drive?
I live in Divide.
In Divide. Okay. So we have an interesting weather situation today, given that you live in Divide, because you kind of get to experience some of the weird stuff that's happening out there. So we'll do weather in a second. First, we've got to get to know Link a little bit. What's the best thing about school in junior high?
Mostly how many people there are, so you can make so many friends.
Because a lot of the elementary schools are coming together. Very, very nice. There's a very talented young man. We're going to hear about a lot of stuff he does through the morning. First, though, you're a little bit of a photographer. Tell me about this. Did you take this where you live? Yeah,
so I have a drone, and I took this picture where I live. So it was fall, and the leaves were just changing, and it was sunset.
Okay.
So I flew it up, and it was sunset, so everything was like lit up, like the treetops, and it was so cool. And it's probably a really good picture, one of the best that I've gotten.
Well, I think that's a fabulous picture, but it's not the best picture you've ever taken, because look at this one.
Wow.
Now, that's not with a drone. I have a hunch you use a camera also, right?
Yep. Yeah, I use a Canon EOS Rebel T6, and it's my main. I use it all the time. I love it. And mostly, I started photography when my dad brought in his old Nikon.
Okay.
And I just played around with it, and then I fell in love.
And what about photography, like why did you fall in love with it?
I think I mostly fell in love with it because you can be so creative, and it just makes me happy.
This kid has more talent in his finger, Craig, than you and I have in our whole bodies. I'm impressed, young man.
Yeah.
You got some amazing stuff going on in your life. I can't wait to talk to you as we come up. I threw you a little curveball here because this is from about your house, looking down into Colorado Springs, and you're above the clouds.
Yeah.
Right there. So tell us about the forecast for the rest of the day.
So in Colorado Springs today, it'll be spotty fog and sunshine with a high of 44.
Okay, and what about Pueblo today?
In Pueblo today, it'll be becoming sunny with a high of 47.
So that was the first segment, but let me tell you something. You may be the best Kidscaster that we ever had.
Thank you.
Right? You nailed it. We're going to hear from him. He's not only photography, he's a pretty active young man as well. Craig and Abby will hear from him coming up in just a little bit. If you'd like your 4th, 5th, or 6th grader to come down and be a Kidscaster like Link, super easy to do. Go to fox21news.com, search Kidscast. We do it every morning. For now, from Link and I, back to you.
What does Link not do?
He's cool.
Very cool.
I wish you were as cool as Link.
Abby wants to hang out.
Yeah, I do.
Our Kidscaster segment made possible by Springs Dentistry, and he is awesome. Let's bring him back in. Link, come on in, my man. Yes, looking great, confident. I love it. You've got a lot of good things going for you. Link, we know you're in 6th grade at Woodland Park Junior High. I'm going to get out of the way, and we're just going to go to the pictures of Link. Link, I threw this one. This is an extra one we didn't talk about. You told us you were a photographer. Craig, look at that picture that he took. Now, are those your dogs?
Yes.
Isn't that
Quite
the
incredible action shot.
Right.
Look at that.
Is it like take 1,000 and use one?
No, actually, I got pretty lucky with this shot. So this was a really bad snowstorm that we got like a week or two ago. Okay. And just so you know, they're not fighting. This is how they play. But I was just following them around, and it was just one shot. I didn't have like a multi-picture. It was just a high shutter, and I captured it, and it's awesome. It
is awesome. It's like National Geographic type quality if those were wolves or something, but great shot of the family pets too. So we know you're an excellent photographer, but you're also quite an athlete. Tell us about this picture.
So this one, I usually play safety on defense, and I always watch the quarterback's eyes, so I knew he was throwing it, and he threw it a little short, so I jumped up and just caught it.
Yeah, that is a heck of an athletic shot right there. Very nice. And you don't just play football, obviously you play basketball too.
Yeah, so we have a camp at the Woodland Park High School, usually every year.
Okay.
And the last day of the camp, we have a bunch of competitions, and I won, I think, 4 that time with 2 basketballs. It was great.
So he's just not playing basketball, excelling at basketball. And that's actually, those aren't your best sports. You have another one that you're really good at, right? We'll talk about that coming up in a bit. For now, tell us about the forecast for today, Link.
So today in Colorado Springs, it'll be spotty fog and sunshine with a high of 44.
Excellent. And that will burn off eventually. What about Pueblo?
Today in Pueblo, it will be becoming sunny with a high of 47.
Craig, I could just go home. and he could take this over.
We are not worthy.
We're not worthy.
No.
You are killing it, my man. We'll do
Thank
one
you.
more time. He's about to get a behind-the-scenes tour. You got a 4th, 5th, or 6th grader that can hang with Link? Bring him down to be a Kidscaster. Real easy to do. Go to fox21news.com and search Kidscast. All righty, it is time for our Kidscaster segment. Let's bring him back in now. He's got all kinds of things to talk about. He wants to give his Instagram a little bit of a shout out this morning, so you can follow him. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig and Abby, put your hands together for Link. Link, how are you doing, my man?
Good. You?
I'm doing great, bud. You have, taken the pressure off me this morning.
Yeah.
It's been pretty nice. He's like, yeah, I know. So I'll just get out of the way, Link. Let's talk baseball, because that's your big sport.
Yeah,
You're
is.
obviously a pitcher. What do you like about pitching?
I think you're in control of the game almost the entire time.
Yep.
So pitching, if you do bad, you kind of ruin the game, and it's all on you, and it's a lot of pressure, and I
So-
kind of like that.
And you like that. You like rising to the occasion. Okay, what is your best pitch?
My curveball is pretty good.
Curveball, is it more of a 12-6 big bender, or is it a late hard bite?
Late hard bite.
Late hard bite? Nice. Look at it. He's confident. His confidence is exuding from him. I love it. So tell me about your crew that you play with.
Yeah, I love my team. We're all really good friends, and they're really just positive.
Which really is the bigger picture. It's more about the people and the experience,
Yep.
right? Okay. Where do you guys play most of your games?
Mostly in Castle Rock, but during the summer, like the actual season, we play in Denver.
Okay. And you have gone outside of Colorado to at least watch some baseball. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so we actually had a tournament in Kansas, but we were able to see the Yankees game. So we made this sign because we wanted to get Aaron's signature, even though he was injured when we went.
Yeah.
But so the first night where the game was supposed to happen, there was a tornado, and so it kind of got canceled and rescheduled for the next night. And then the next night, we were supposed to bring that, but we forgot it. So it kind of just sat in the car. But yeah.
Oh, hey, well, look, but you got a picture
Yeah, we
of it.
still got to go to the game,
so we
too.
know it was awesome. Well, congratulations on your
Thank you.
success thus far, and keep working hard. There's going to be
I will.
big things in your future.
Thank you.
Tell me about the weather today, Link.
Today in Colorado Springs, it'll be spotty fog, sunshine with a high of 44.
Okay, and what about Pueblo?
In Pueblo, today it'll be becoming sunny with a high of 47.
Nice job, my man. As I said earlier, this segment is made possible by Springs Dentistry. You have an infectious smile,
Thank
and
you.
it lights up a room. That's the best toothbrush around. 2 minutes, 2 times a day. You promise Mom and Dad over there? That's
Yeah,
it?
I always do.
You got it on film now, Mom. All right, Link, so we need to do your Instagram shout out. We learned earlier that you're quite the photographer. Tell everybody how they can follow you.
So you can go to Instagram and search link_Bryden_photography.
He's a marketer as well.
Thank
Gus,
you.
who you met, he already followed you. He
Really?
said,
Okay.
Thank
you.
Can you do better than that? The kid has just got a ceiling that's very, very high. You want your 4th, 5th, or 6th grader to come down here and do what Link did this morning? Super easy. Go to fox21news.com and search Kidscast.